What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about the highly anticipated IQ Tour 78U. This ball is going to be PBA approved going into the 2024 PBA Tour season across all PBA levels. And this ball is going to be the only urethane ball currently on the market from Storm that you'll be able to throw, as the pitch black is no longer going to be used on the PBA. So let's check out what this ball has to offer. It has the IQ Tour Centripetal C3 control core found in all the IQ Tour series balls, IQ Tour Edition, IQ Tour Gold, the Ruby as of recently. So how does this ball compare to the other balls in the line, and what is it going to offer us as the urethane option on the PBA? Let's find out in this video. Let's get right to it. All right, y'all, the highly anticipated IQ Tour 78U, the very first shot I have thrown with this ball. I'm gonna stand a little further left. This is 42-foot house shot. The reason I want to film one is because a lot of people out here that watch my videos do bowl on the house shot. So very first shot out of the box, it has not been down the lane. This one's gonna hook a lot, I think. And urethane always does this because it has so much surface on it mixed with it hasn't been down the lane, so no oil has gotten on the cover stock of the ball. Therefore, it is the strongest and earliest ball when it first comes out of the box. That was the very first shot I've ever thrown with this ball. And it flares a lot. It flares a lot. All right, I'm gonna stand in the same spot I just did the last one. However, I don't expect it to hit the 2-pin. It still may overhook, but I don't expect it to hit the 2-pin. Sending logs already. Okay, so that is an indication that with the first shot, now the second shot, I can move right and play straighter where I normally would with urethane. Okay, I'm gonna move right where I would normally play with urethane. Again, this is the house shot, so I have to stay a little further away from the friction. And I was a little too close to the friction that time, so I'm gonna move just a couple left and see what it does. All right, I moved 3 off that last one. Just see what it does. Went to the pin's really good. Went to the pin's really, really good. And again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you're not bowling on the PBA, you don't have to have this ball. You can still use your pitch blacks when you want to, but this is gonna be a great addition, I think, to the pitch black for those bowlers that don't bowl the PBA. Stay in the same spot as the last time. Maybe try to give it away just a little bit. Kind of almost 5-7 there, but that's the hit that I normally get out of any urethane ball on the house shot. And I'm not typically gonna throw urethane on house shots. If we get a really funky pair, possibly, but it's not something that I do. I want to really roll that one. Yeah, when you really roll that one into the lane, it continues to bend so well. Stay in the same spot. I'm not going to move until it tells me to. Urethane, you really don't make big moves just because of the predictability of it. That one's up the lane a little more. Almost flat 10 because I didn't give it any area to some friction. Let me try to give it away just a little bit. All right, I'm going to try to kind of roll it and give it to some friction. Nine pin. Again, this is the house shot, so I know I have friction there. When I'm bowling on shorter pads, I'm gonna be much straighter up the lane and try to get it to read and kind of blend off of it. I'm moving 1, and I'm gonna try to get it to the friction again. See if it won't 9-pin. I really like what I'm seeing out of this ball in the house shot. Can't wait to see what it does on a pattern. But first handful of shots, it struck, and I like the way that it's going through the pins. I was hopeful that it would go through the pins this way. I was hoping, because of that low RG, I was a little scared at first that it would maybe kind of burn up and not continue through the pins the right way. but I don't see that problem with this one. Yeah, I've been hearing reports that the surface wears down and shines up pretty quick, but so far, I don't really see that out of this one. Up the lane, and that was just a bad shot on my part. I never got it to any friction, so all it did was spin in the oil, and it never was able to go through the pins. I never saw anything to slow down. It just kept skidding, which is just something you see out of urethane like that last shot. It's just hard of throwing urethane. When you throw one into the muck, it doesn't really pick up. You get one to the friction though, and it gets that 10 out. Okay, there you have it. First video down for the AccuTour 78U. Cue the outro. All right, there you have it, guys. AccuTour 78U, first impressions. Really, really good on the house shot here. I will have some videos coming out on a pattern to show you that as well. I want to do the first video on the house shot because most of my viewers bowl on house shots. Do you really need this ball for league? No, I don't think so. Do you need a pitch black for league? I don't think so. I think in league, to give yourself the biggest miss room is to throw reactive. It's just the pattern's already built that way. When you throw urethane, you're looking to create hold. There's already hold in the house shot itself. Can you throw urethane on house shot? Yes. But again, the shots I just showed you, if you miss, either it overhooks or it doesn't hook enough and it doesn't go through the pins the right way. And I hope that this video shows you that you don't have to throw urethane in league. On some of those flatter house shots, sure, absolutely, you're trying to create hold. But when there's already hold built into the pattern, urethane is not necessarily the best option. And that goes for not just the 78U, but the pitch black, fast pitch, Zen U, all the other urethane balls that Storm has offered through the years. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do you need this ball for tournaments? Absolutely. I think it's a little earlier, a little smoother, but it continues quite well. I think you're going to be able to use it on the fresh, and then when it starts to maybe 10 pin and that kind of stuff, not in the PBA, outside of the PBA, you can still throw your pitch black after this. On the PBA, I'm going to have a couple pin up, maybe a couple different layouts and different surface preps so I can continue to stay in the urethane ball in the 78U when I'm bowling PBA events. That's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. The AccuTour 78U releases on December 15th. Make sure you go to your local Storm VIP Pro Shop and reserve yours today. If you'd like the jersey that I'm wearing in this video, go to apparelefx.com and use the code at the beginning or the end of the video for 10% off the entire website. And when you go to drill any great SPI product, make sure you throw turbo products in there as well as switch grip. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.